In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, we'd like to show you how to apply both fast motion and slow motion effects to the same video clip. This comes as a request from one of my subscribers. What I'd like to do is show you a short clip where I've applied these techniques to the same raw video, and then we'll show you how to do that. Now, when you see this sample, please note that we have not adjusted the audio. So you'll notice the audio is distorted when it's fast motion or slow motion. And we'll show you a way to remedy that at the end of the tutorial. The first step is to click on the video track on track number 1 and highlight it. Then I'll click on the Tools menu above my timeline, drop down to Power Tools, then I'll click on Video Speed, my top option. That will open my Video Speed Designer. And this is where I want to modify two different segments, one to speed it up, another to slow it down. So I move my scrubber or my time indicator to the frame or frames where I want to start. And then I can click on the button at the top called Select Range. Next, I can click on Create Time Shift. I can either use the button that's to the upper left of the timeline or the upper left of the entire screen. I'll click on the one above the timeline. That will create a time shift. Now I can make the amount of video impacted larger or smaller by dragging on the yellow box. I can stretch it out and I see the raw duration in my box over to the left. If I want to be extremely precise, I can actually take the slider to the right, drag it all the way to the right, and now I can move this one frame at a time. If you notice the duration box, it will be enlarged one frame at a time doing it this way. I'm going to go back to a more modest magnification and we'll resume our lesson. What I want to do first of all is take this segment, which happens to start out at 14 seconds and 15 frames, and let's make it 5 times faster. To do that, I drag over my speed multiplier and I just type the number 5 in and press enter. And now it's increased the speed of that segment by 5 times. Next, I'm going to move my time indicator a little farther on into the project, and we'll click on Selected Range again, and then click on Time Shift. Now, right now my default is 11 seconds and 25 frames. What I found useful is when you're going to do slow motion, you don't need a very big segment, otherwise it will drag quite a bit. So I'm going to shrink it down to maybe 3 seconds. And in this case, we're going to use a number below 1. I can drag the slider to the left, go to 0.34, which is about a third as fast as normal, and that will actually triple the time of this segment on the video. So now I have normal speed, fast, normal, and slow. So I'll take my playhead. We'll play this for a little bit, and you can see the difference. There it speeds up during that segment, returns to normal, and then when it hits the second segment, notice how it slows down, and after the slow motion segment is done, it returns to normal speed. We'll click on OK. Now, one of the things I wanted to remind you about is when you saw the sample clip, you noticed that the audio was distorted because I kept the audio linked to the video. If I wanted to change that, what I would do would be go back and right-click on my clip, do Unlink Video and Audio, and then I'll click on the audio only, press the delete key to remove it. Then I'm going to take another copy of that same video. I will unlink the audio and video on that copy. And in this case, I will remove the video. So now I have normal audio. I can actually drag it up to track 1 now, even though the video is either going fast forward or slow motion. Now obviously you can't do this with human voices because the audio would not match the movement of the face as people are speaking, but in the case of a river video like this, you can keep the sound normal even though you've changed the speed by increasing it or decreasing it.